We begin with a heartwarming story from a recent pastoral visit by the Archbishop Kaigama that highlights the power of compassion and community. In response to the growing hunger crisis, a local pastor took it upon himself to bring more than just spiritual nourishment to his congregation, reflecting on the proverb, "It is better to light a candle than to cause to darkness." He used a gift of 2 bags of rice and a cow to prepare a meal for children who may not have eaten before attending church. Though he humbly acknowledged he couldn't perform the miracle of feeding thousands like Jesus, his gesture was a profound act of goodwill, emphasizing the importance of sharing even the little we have to make a difference.
In a different way, I normally don't go like this to the other parishes. Because of the prevailing condition of hunger, I said, I will do something, especially for the children of this St. Francis Bakusa. Somebody gave me a gift of a cow and then 2 bags of rice. I said I was going to make sure I cook that and bring it with me to Bakusa. I will package it, but I will, after Mass, that is, I will choose only the children because the children are hungrier than the adults. Jesus multiplied, last Sunday we read, Jesus multiplied how many loaves? 5. And how many fish? 2. And there were how many people that ate? 5,000 and more even. But I am not like Jesus. How I wish I were like Jesus, I could just command the bread you have to multiply and feed all the thousands we have and millions even. But because I'm not like Jesus, I decided to use what I have. What Jesus has given me. He has given me 2 bags of rice. He has given me 1 cow. So I can really use that, multiply it to help other people. And that is what I'm doing today in Bakusa. I have never done it anywhere at all. And the lesson is that if we can just share the little we have, everyone shares the little you have, it will go round. But unfortunately, there is what we call greed and avarice among us, and more so among our leaders. They are only interested in themselves. They don't want to share. The more they get money, the more they want. And they want to take it corruptly, not even by legitimate means. So the point is, we share the little we have, it will go round. The miracle that Jesus did will repeat itself again. If we learn to share the little you have, just give your brother, your sister a little, I tell you, that little will become something big.
In a related development, the Catholic Church in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, has received an allocation of food items from the federal government as part of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's initiative to combat high food prices in Nigeria. This supplies, which includes maize, guinea corn, millet, and gari, are to be distributed to internally displaced persons, IDPs, in the region.
Last week we received some gifts from the FCT, that is the Federal Capital Territory Authority. They sent to the Christian Association of Nigeria, FCT chapter, a letter saying that they were giving us some food items. They were giving us some food items, and they gave quite a number, in that letter. We haven't received them yet. I'm told that they are somewhere, but we are yet to receive them. But then, they gave quite a number of grains. They said to the Christians of the FCT, that is the CAN, they were given 468 bags of maize, 1,392 bags of corn, 110 bags of millet, 96 bags of gari, and so on. This is for the whole Christians in the Federal Capital Territory. And it was explained that this is an allocation in line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's directives towards alleviating the impact of high food prices in Nigeria. And we were told that the items were to be collected at the Agricultural and Rural Development Secretariat's Agro Services Center at Wabalada. And they later added that the logistics on this allocation are to be borne by you. So that is, I'm telling you what we got from the government to remedy the hunger that is going on. And then, out of all these allocations, we, the Catholic bloc, that is the Catholic Church in the FCT, were allocated 13 bags of maize, 130 bags of guinea corn, 60 bags of millet, and 100 bags of gari. Then, earlier they gave us 25 kg bags, 50 bags of 25 kg rice. They gave to the Catholic Church. That is what we have. Then when I consider this, I say, well, even if I were to distribute all this, we thank them for what they have given, and we appreciate. But remember, if I were to distribute it to Baakusa, I think it will finish and some people will not even get. Because it is not something so big. So what I decided to do is that we shall, when we get it eventually, we shall send them to the internally displaced people. You know, we have some parishes here that are housing the internally displaced people. And they have been there, some for 8 years, 10 years, 12 years. The IDPs. They have no home, no food, nothing. Nobody cares. They are still languishing. So I said, well, since this cannot go around all of us, we are going, as usual, when we get anything, we remember them, we are going to send all this to them. And this, we believe, will help them in a way. So, we are praying that government will do more. Let us believe that this is just the beginning. That this is just the beginning, and they will do more. Okay, that is the material food I'm talking about.